Hey everybody, Dave Rod, T-Dog for Dynamic Rainmakers. Like, subscribe, share. Uh, April 15th, Friday. So, this is yet another Friday night out doing my veterinarian medicine runs. Having a lot of weird automotive problems today. My car keeps stalling out, my Jeep keeps stalling out. And just getting started on my route. So I gotta get it taken care of again, see what's going on. Still trying to get going on to master contracts. I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I spoke with a regional manager tonight, and he says he's going to look into it, check out, see if there's anything that's available. Something else they're having us do now, we got to take better pictures. I know a lot of people aren't taking pictures of this stuff. I've watched a couple other of my courier friends do this, and they just throw stuff around. They're not serious about it. But I think what's happening is people are not getting all the samples because they want us to take all the stuff out of each lock box. That means like the cooling pads and any paperwork that's in there, and anything like that. Because I think people are missing things, and I have been finding samples that are tucked away under stuff, and they look like they've been there from the previous day. So I don't know what that's about. I think people are missing stuff. Sometimes some of these routes have several pickup times throughout the day, and I think that's when it's happening. People just aren't getting everything. So that's one of the big things too. You gotta be really attention to detail. Make sure you're actually looking at this stuff and doing counts like they should be. Things like that. Keep your eyes open. We do have some problems with a couple groups that are overpacking the lock boxes, and when you open it, things fall out. That's not good. I had one lock box that was crammed with a big jar as the sample jar, and it was almost broken the way they packed it in there. They can always ask for larger lock boxes if they need them. So that's something they have to do. I'm going to start leaving notes in these boxes pretty soon about they can order to get larger boxes if they need them. I don't want to have samples broken or crushed or whatever when I get them out of the box. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out what you guys want to hear, and I haven't gotten any comments about it. I did a little review of how I got started in this stuff. It's pretty simple. One of the things you really want to do is check into getting your TSA clearance and any other specialized clearances. If you're in an area where you have a lot of maritime activity, boats, like barges and stuff like that bring stuff in, and also all the places around that support that activity, they need a lot of help. And what you do, you get what's called a TWIC, T-W-I-C card, and that's a different process, but it's kind of part of the TSA process. You have to get hazmat inspected. You don't have to really have a placard or anything, but it's just part of the thing, so you know what you're carrying. Just trying to look into some other options for other couriering groups to get connected up with, because I want to expand. What I'm really going to start looking into is doing this on my own as a courier service. Trying to figure out who needs what done. This veterinarian medicine is pretty saturated in our area right now, so is other medical. But there's other things too that are more on demand or on call type of couriering work. Larger commercial runs that require maybe like a small sprinter van type of setup, or even a small box truck. I've been trying to find, as you know from my other videos, I've been trying to find a good cargo van or something of that nature to get this business moving. I don't always plan on being a software analyst, a systems analyst. That's my day job, because I'm getting near my retirement age. And what's cool about that is once I reach that full retirement age, I don't have a cap on my income, which is okay. You know, that's good. Most of my monies are going to be kept in the company as much as I can, unless I get other drivers under me, and then of course they'll be getting their pay like they should, and just going on from there. I'm trying to figure out some of the better ways of moving around on these routes, because this one leg is extremely long. It's not the last, but it's the longest. It goes from basically the northeast part of Colorado Springs down to the southeast part. That's considered Fountain, Colorado, and it takes me quite a while to get there. That's when I do these videos. This is when I'm mobile between the one stop and then getting down to Fountain. Gives me enough time to actually do a video like this. So it tells you that it's an awfully long distance. There has to be a better way. So I need to look into that. I don't know what's going to happen with the gas surcharge. I think it dropped away based on my last settlement amount. I think they discontinued doing that. But also I'm starting to feel that something's going on within the group I'm subbing with, and the company that this contract is really with, the end user, the analytical lab that handles this stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because I'm starting to sense either audits are coming up or something else is going on. People sound pretty nervous when they talk to me on the phone. They don't actually come out and say anything, but they say they have more than enough drivers. I don't agree, because I've seen ads. They're telling me one thing and saying another. So that's what happens in this business. I would really like to go back to my original company and work for them again. I'm still on their list as a preferred driver, but the problem around that is they don't have very much night activity, and that's what this is. This is evening activity, and I don't really understand why they don't, but they don't. I think if we get more manufacturing moving in Colorado, which I hope we do, and other related things that support that things are going to start moving again. I know that there's a lot of courier companies are listed in Colorado Springs, but a lot of them aren't doing anything. They're just sitting there. They're not trying. So they're losing customers, or they're not out looking for customers, or something. I don't know what it is. They're not moving on this stuff. I know that there's some companies here in Colorado that will need things moved from one end of the state to the other and back, to what they're building, what they're starting to make. I want to look at government contracts again, trying to figure that niche out and who's doing what, and things like that. I know a lot of groups have their own delivery services for their products, but they always need contingency backups for delivering stuff. So those are things I'm going to be looking into. And this is the end of the week. It gives me the time to regroup. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and things like that. Just trying to take care of some home stuff. this weekend. Okay, I'll be talking to you all later. Bye.